name is Ajax. Let's talk about consulting and review the different types and categories. Consulting is a service delivered to an enterprise. Here, an enterprise is defined as an organization where people work to produce goods, services, or ideas. Basically, consulting helps the enterprise to reduce costs or increase sales. Note that instead of increased sales, we can have add value to the production. There are three types of consulting, and each one has a different approach or point of view. First, strategy-oriented consulting, which helps the enterprise to define its main objectives, market, and what is the general approach for that. Then, there's the process-oriented consulting, which helps the enterprise to review, improve, or define its administrative and operational process and organization. Finally, there's the technology-oriented consulting, which helps the enterprise to review and choose technology related to the working tools. Let us give some examples. As strategy consultants, we have McKinsey and Boston Consulting Group. As process consultants, there are the Lean Advanced Initiative of MIT or Falcone in Brazil. And finally, as technology consultants, you can have SAP or Oracle. Simple case will let us understand better the different consulting approaches. Transport case. A person has to go from home to the enterprise every working day. This is done using a bike. The indicator being measured here is the time spent in transportation. The strategy approach would check and analyze if the person has to go to the enterprise or if there are other choices. For instance, go to a government agency or to a church, probably changing jobs, or even could work from home. The process approach would check how things are done in the way from home to work. Perhaps the route can be optimized, or the person has to train to have a better performance, or what's the best time to leave home to go to work, for instance. The technology approach would see how to replace the bike by a motorcycle or even a car, and how the person is to be trained to drive this new vehicle and give the proper maintenance. All of the consulting approaches would bring positive results. And it's very important to note that the approaches are cumulative. All these approaches have also common challenges. People in the organization will resist those changes. People don't like changes. In fact, each approach has a different focus point. Strategies around the mental process of defining objectives and decision making. The process approach is based in organization and methods and how the work is actually done. And finally, the technology approach impacts the work by changing the tools drastically, almost magically. So, what's the best consulting type? It depends, as a consultant would say. The main factors are: what's the level of resistance to changes in an enterprise, and what's the actual leadership vision. Thank you for your attention. You may contact me at the email below. Your comments are welcome.